buy that for $1.
Welcome to another edition of Flea Market Antique Mall Finds with Remember the Great Sports. This is kind of a special edition, but for some of the viewers that I have, they're on a budget. I just want to show you some of the $1 items that I found. All of the items in this video were only $1. So it just goes to prove that bargains can be found for rock bottom dirt prices if you just look hard enough. So we'll start with some pretty cool cards that I'm going to use for through the mail. And if some of you are not aware, these are some pretty nice cards that came out in the late 80s. And this first sheet of cards is the Seattle Pilots all-time roster. Now, these sheets, front and back, this one I don't think has too many on the back. Just messed up the sign there. Yeah, this one's only got one on the back. But these sheets were only $1 a piece. And some of the names on there. I'm going to do a little research and see who's a good signer and who isn't from that list. But there's one sheet. Here is a second sheet with a Barry Larkin rookie card randomly on there. Again, this is the first year of the Seattle Pilots, the one and only year actually, who later became the Milwaukee Brewers. And on the reverse side, this sheet actually had a couple more Seattle Pilots, and these are some Yankees all-time great sets as well. Al Downing, for example, and a couple of Pacific Legends cards. There's another sheet, and here's another reversed full sheet with all of them on there. This is the back side. And I know a lot of these guys have passed away that are in this set, and I again don't know if this is a complete set, but here again are some more of the Yankee cards. Some random red Shandings on there, Al Kaline, Pee Wee Reese, Hector Lopez, and Billy Gardner alive. I got Billy Gardner back in my very first TTM video if you guys want to check that out. And here is the rest of the Yankees of that late 70s, early 80s set. And as I was going through these, this was probably, there's an Al Raboski randomly shoved in there. As I was going through these, Brooks Robinson up there in the corner as well, I noticed one common denominator with the 61 Yankees set, and that was all the stars were gone. Somebody either went through and took them all, they didn't put them together in these pages. The bottom line was they weren't there. So no Mickey Mantle, no Roger Maris, no Whitey Ford, nobody of that ilk. Yogi Berra. I don't even think the Ellie Howard's even here. But $1 a sheet is all that I paid. That's 18 cards per sheet with the exception of that first one that I showed you. So for $1, I've got these excellent Legends cards that I'm going to have to do a little research on and just figure out who's alive and who's not. You know, alright, sorry about that. Camera got a little blurry there, so I had to do a little editing. But here is another thing that I picked up for $1. Different antique mall, different day. And this was a snap case of just football cards. And the reason I bought it is there's Heisman Trophy winner Billy Sims right on top, and he's a pretty good through the mail signer. So I have not looked at these. I wanted to save these to open them up on this video in particular, so we're just going to sit down real quick and see what we got other than Mr. Sims in there. So roughly about 90 cards, I'd say. Not a whole lot, but something. But there's Billy Sims, Steve Jordan. That's pretty good through the mail signer, from what I understand. I don't know a lot of these guys. Kevin Butler I've gotten back through the mail. Oh goody, Classic 4-Sport. These are apps garbage cards. I'm just going to skip through those. These are mainly college players, never played in the pros, so I'm not going to mess with them. Chuck Levy rookie, there you go. Eric Kramer, Old Bear. Greg Townsend. Trent Dilfer, I remember when he was the hot quarterback prospect of the day. Brooks, Eric Swan, Tommy Maddox, he was a pro player, but there he is in his UCLA gear. Bruce Armstrong, he was a good ball player, I remember him. Offensive tackle for many years. This was his 8th season. Very good ball player right there. Rocket Ismail, there we go. Ricky Irvins, good running back. Steve Emmittman, I remember him. Dana Stubblefield rookie card. Remember Dana, he was a very good defensive player. Bam Morris, there you go. Byron Bam Morris, there's a name. Greg Townsend. Yeah, I'm just going through these fast because there's nothing here to get excited over. I'm more excited about these vintage Topps cards than I am the 90s stuff. Covert, 2 Jim Coverts. I'm pretty sure he signs through the mail. That might be somebody that I reach out to. Wayne Walker. Hartley Dykes. That was a good wide receiver back in the day for the Patriots. Lewis Sharp, that was a good defensive player. Stump Mitchell, old St. Louis Cardinal, I believe, before they moved to Arizona. Oh, a soccer card. Real football, there you go. I can't say I collect many soccer cards, but there's a real football card right there. Original football. There's a Chris Singleton with a bite taken out of the corner. That's really nice. Troy Dayton, old St. Louis Ram. So, sorry to waste your time on those, but that's pretty much a pile of crap, to say it nicely. To look at it this way, I guess I paid for the case, because those cases are about $1 a piece, if you give or take. So, nothing too exciting there. A couple guys worth writing, though. I mean, the main reason I bought it, though, was to get the Billy Sims card. I know that Billy Sims isn't worth $1, but it gives me one more to get signed by him. So, sometimes you don't win, sometimes you do, and that definitely was not a winner on that stack of 90 to 100 cards. Now this last one, I bought at a random flea market again. Again, all these came from different places, and this card was in a pile of random cards for $1. And the last thing that I hate to do is go to a flea market where everything's $1 and it's overpriced items. I mean, like this Billy Sims card by itself would be $1, for example. But in the overpriced bin, I happen to find this Jason Varitek jersey card for only $1. And, you know, Varitek's probably not going to be a Hall of Famer, but he was a very, very solid catcher for the Red Sox for many years. And I thought for $1, jersey card of a, great Boston Red Sox player, why not? But because of the space limitations and because of how big these are, I just only chose one. Looking back at it, I'm sure the McGuire was worth $1. I'm sure the Tiger Woods was well worth $1. But I'm going to have to probably cut this video to make this work because this is such a large item. But the item that I'm referring to is a Braves canvas print. Alright, I had to adjust the camera a little bit to get this all in the shot, but the item I only paid $1 for was this Braves print from circa 2005. And I only know that because there's a 2005 underneath the artist's signature there. And this was only $1. And as you can see, it was marked down with the sticker over there in the corner from $1.95 to only $1. Now, I don't know why I bought this, but this falls under that category of it's too good of a deal to pass up. I mean, this is only $1. And like I said, I probably should have bought the McGuire, probably should have bought the Tiger Woods just to have the collection, but to see this sitting on the shelf, just randomly, you know, out there, I thought, well, for $1, I'm definitely going to grab that. But as you can see, there's John Smoltz, Hall of Famer, Chipper Jones, newly elected Hall of Famer. Got Andrew Jones in the back, Mike Hampton, who I saw in person a few years back. I saw Mike Hampton, and he signed a few things for me. I wish I would have had this at the time because this would have been a beautiful item to get signed. And, you know, Rafael Furcal down there at the bottom. I saw Furcal a few times. No, I did not see Furcal. Let me take that back. Furcal actually was sent down to the minors, and he was there for a day or two, and that was his last season, and he decided to retire the day that I showed up. Like, I literally missed him by one day. But again, I wouldn't have had this to get signed. But you know, if I ever get a chance to see Chipper Jones, Andrew Jones, Furcal, John Smoltz, Mike Hampton again, I'm going to definitely try to get this signed by somebody. Now, I don't know everybody else on here. I'd have to do some research on there. Feel free to comment below if you know some of these guys. I want to say Kevin Millwood's on there. Looks like Marcus Giles, maybe. I just can't identify everybody, especially on this side of the painting. I don't recognize those guys just by face. I mean, I obviously know who Chipper Jones is, John Smoltz, Andrew Jones, but I just can't put a name with a face with those guys. So feel free to comment below if you know who those guys are. I'll zoom in a little bit more so you guys can take a look at it. I'll try to edit this footage the best I can if it turns out to be blurry. Let me zoom in right over Chipper there. Kind of pan down a little bit. So, pretty nice canvas print. This is not an original art piece by any means. This is just, I'm guessing, a print that was put into some sort of matting. But to find this in a random antique mall in Missouri, kind of a weird place to find something like this. If you saw this around Atlanta, this would probably be a $30, $40 piece. I mean, I'm not sure. I don't collect prints. This is actually probably the only one in my entire collection in all the years that I've been collecting, but I saw it as one of those deals too good to pass up for $1. So, in closing, I hope that you enjoyed my video. Thanks for watching, and look forward to hearing some more of your comments down below. And I hope you enjoyed the pickups video. This is definitely some weird and unique items that you just don't see every day. So, thanks, and hope to hear your comments soon.
I'd buy that for $1.